Hi everybody, it's Matrix again, and we're back to playing Demon Souls. This is going to be world number 2. This is going to be the second video in the set, but this is actually going to be the first world that I run through in its entirety, because you got to kill an archdemon before you can go through the rest of World 1. So by the time you finish watching World 1, you'll know that I've done this world first. Here's my build, and then we'll get started. So 13 intelligence is really not enough to cast second chance, but I'm wearing the silver coronet so that it gives me some extra MP, and then that gives me enough to cast second chance because it cost 100 MP to cast that spell. Alright, let's get into it. So this world is pretty much just a bunch of mining tunnels, and there's another blacksmith here that can make your weapons into magic weapons. The enemies in this stage, in this world, are weak against piercing attacks, so the spear works well, and they're also weak against magic damage. Istarel doubles as both as a pierce and magic weapon, so it does pretty good damage against these enemies here. You can also find a lot of super basic upgrade materials in this stage. You'll find some of these miners carrying sacks, and they'll drop a bunch of basic upgrade materials for you. Most of the miners aren't paying attention to me at first, but if you leave them alive long enough, they'll eventually start coming at you like they are now. And behind those pots over there is a pack of wolves, so I want to get rid of these miners before I fight with them. See, that guy's carrying a sack, meaning he's got a bunch of sharp stones and hard stones in his bag. You can see just how much damage I'm taking because this is New Game 7. Gotta be careful in here because around a lot of these corners you'll find these pickaxe guys waiting for you. Although he just doesn't seem to be paying much attention to me at all. There's another one up here. And another one beside him. Stay on the left on this bridge, otherwise you'll fall. Ordinarily, I like to run around killing everything because I'm not a speed runner or a streamer. I notice a lot of streamers and speed runners just run past everything, but I enjoy all the killing, so ordinarily I kill everything, but I didn't want to deal with that fat minister shooting at me, so I just took off. Plenty more enemies in this level to kill, though. So even though my stats, my strength and dexterity are close to even, 22 strength and 19 dexterity, I guess I farmed back when I made this character and got a sticky compound longbow instead of a quality. I'm not sure which one would do better, but the sticky compound longbow does a pretty hefty amount of damage from what I would expect from a bow, so I stuck with it. I didn't bother making a quality version to test it. So up here's a shortcut, and it also leads to Blacksmith Ed, who makes magic weapons for you. So that leads back to the beginning of the stage there. Blacksmith Ed can make demons weapons, but you don't have to give him the boss soul before he'll do that, at least for magic weapons. He'll make magic weapons just if you've got the right upgrade level on whatever you're trying to make into a magic weapon. So you can make a blessed weapon or a moon weapon right away. And then dropping down here, that's the steel shield on that body right next to me. And it lets me avoid all of these guys here by dropping down from up above them. These fire lizards do a ton of damage. I don't think they did quite that much damage in the remake version. I was wearing the flame resistance ring too. Sack a guy with upgrade materials right there. Gotta come up here and turn this switch, otherwise you can't progress forward in the stage. If you don't turn the water on right there to cool off the floor, you'll get burned up trying to run across it. I'm about to show you guys where that is. So it's over here where the guys had the red hot pokers that I killed right before I opened up the blacksmith edge shortcut. And this floor is red hot. But because the water's on, it's cool now and you can run across it. See how much stamina damage that guy does with a whip? If I was using a lesser shield, that would have broke my guard, and I've got my shield fully upgraded. Coming up on the first boss here, the armor spider. I love the music in this version of the game for this boss. It's one of the musics that's been getting stuck in my head for a few years. I got my TV turned down really low while I'm recording though, so I'm not going to hear much of it. And as usual, I'm going to mute my mic while I'm fighting the boss, so we're going to do that now. that's the first boss of Stonefang. 2-2 is kind of a long stage, but I'm going to cut down with the shortcut because I didn't do that in the remake version, so you're going to miss most of it this time. The boss is kind of a pain in the ass, the Flamelurker, so the shortcut's a good way to get back to him fast. And because I'm in pure white world tendency, Scurvy or the Wanderers over there. He wants to see the Dragon Bone Smasher. But you can't do that until you get to 2-3 when you fight the Archdemon. So here comes the second boss, and there's a likelihood that I'm going to get myself killed doing this, so if I do, I'll drop back down and just cut the video back ahead to where we're at. That went better than I thought it would. The Flamelurker is really weak against magic weapons, so me being a faith build and using blessed weapons helped. Next is the Archdemon, so we're the Thief's Ring because this guy will one-shot you if he punches you, and that's probably going to happen to me. That's what Second Chance works for. Although if you destroy the rubble in the original version of the game, it'll stay destroyed next time you respawn to come back and fight him. Alright. And that's the end of World 2. You can see that I got punched once trying to run through the top part of the hallways, but his punch broke the wreckage that I was trying to clear out. And like I said, if you break the wreckage, it stays gone in the original version of the game, unlike the remake. So if you screw up too many times, at least you're still making progress. So now I'm going to cut back to World 1 and I'll run through all of that, but you guys will have already seen that because, well, this is going to be the second video in the series. I'll catch everybody next time.